Hi there guys, it's Andrea and welcome back. I've been trying to avoid that first second of the video where every time I have this derp face, but we'll see if it works. Just a third video today. I love recording day. It's been ages since been able to talk to someone or record myself on things I want to say. I have a lot to say. But just to bring it back to I kind of figured that through the previous two videos, I kind of strayed from the original point of opening this channel. To draw the line between Nemesis Blackslayer as a character and Dracula. In a literal sense, yeah, they're both written vampires. And that's pretty much where the entire similarity ends. Not simply because Nemesis is set in a completely original world, where a vampire as a concept is something totally different. She's not based on anything historical. If anything, she can be based on the Greek goddess Nemesis, and yeah, it does exist, and it's, strangely enough, a goddess of revenge. So that's why the opening title is I Am Nemesis, my name means revenge. So in terms of their origin story, you can say that those are two similar characters. Dracula is more historically based, and I know a lot of people prefer historical fantasy or historical vampires simply because it has this background of it actually happened or something similar actually happened. I did write those things in my days, like I said in a video before this one. My book novel called Masters of the Night, or I know it's cheesy, but I was 13 when I started writing it, so yeah. That was before Nemesis. The title, I don't like it, but hey, I'm not gonna keep it anyway. In terms of those vampires, and I tried writing that kind of historical vampires, human-based, but it always kept straying into this, they're monsters. I through writing always wrote one single type of vampire. It's a monster. It does not interact with humans unless it eats said humans or torments it. And any kind of romantic relationships or close relationships, because there is a third book where I again have some vampires, but set in a third world setting, something. And not third world setting as in third world, what comes to mind first, but is I have my map, I have Masters of the Night, which are again set in a small village, and there is a third kind of fantasy world, a much smaller scale than Nemesis. Nemesis has the biggest world. So my entire life I've been writing essentially the same kind of story, trying it out, seeing where it fits. So in terms of that, Nemesis is a mix between the types of stories that perhaps Masters of the Night, or the one I'm still unsure of the title of, but it's set underground. So it's kind of a mix of fantasy, and it was kind of I was circling around the subject but never got to the core until I actually started writing Nemesis. An old friend of mine said a long time ago, sadly we are no longer in contact, that all, she read those books, that all my stories make up one book. And it's a kind of line that stayed with me. So, being influenced by Dracula, I created the first prototype for Nemesis, second prototype for Nemesis, and it eventually grew into her personality and what she is in Nemesis Black Slayer. I had a lot of test writing my character prior to starting her adventure. See, actually, like I just mentioned, I keep forgetting that I wrote my first Nemesis book, my first book, vampire book, when I was actually 13. Kind of hits you. And essentially hits in a way of what have I been doing with my life. I always known I wanted to write. But to get back on the subject, I'm like a cat, just dangle something and I'm just gonna forget where I am. Sorry, it's just me. To get back on the story. Dracula, as like I already mentioned, their origin story couldn't be more apart. But again, it's entwined with this story of what a vampire is. In terms of what their story goes or how the story goes, again, two completely different concepts. But in terms of personality, there is one single trait I will assign that Bram Stoker's Dracula gave to Nemesis, and it's a striking one. Bram Stoker's character is fully aware of what he is and what he does. He has no remorse for spilling blood. Nemesis, on the other hand, is fully aware of what she is, what her nature is, and what she wants to do in life, where she's going, and she is extremely confident in the fact that she is a vampire. She hates hiding it. Through her travels, as the story goes along, from the first to around the fifth book I wrote, she starts to lose the mask of human she has to wear in order to fit in. She hates it. She utterly hates that certain thing that gives her the appearance of a human. Also masks her undead charms and everything else. In every single conversation, apart from sitting in a tavern or in a situation where they can be discovered, she does not wear it. In every single conversation with Damien, Delora, Afra, Soren, or anyone from the rest of the group, she is carrying her face with pride. And in my term, when I was reading Dracula, that's what I got from it. He knows what he is. He knows he's a vampire. He hides for as much as he does need to hide. He can fit in among society, but in terms of his true nature, Dracula is aware of what he is. And that's one trait Nemesis got from Dracula: the confidence, the love, the self-love. Nemesis is built on that one single trait. And as, again, a lesson to anyone writing, test, try and error. Try. If you never finish the book, just keep going from it. At some point, you're going to use the elements from it in your, what I like to call masterpiece. If something intrigues you, you're going to keep writing it with love and fire I've been. Masters of the Night and the other two, it's a mixed thing. Again, I started, finished, wasn't sure if it was done. One book fits into another, so it's a mess of things. I have 5 unfinished books, and those are projects I'm generally not going back to at the moment. In writing those things, I kind of, just stopped, paused. I never had the need to write any further. But with Nemesis, I'm just pushed to write more because I have found the character I want to write about. One more character. I know this is a little bit off topic here, but in literally sense, I am highly and incredibly influenced by the books of Drizzt, and it's my great wish that, actually not just a wish, a goal, that one day I can safely say that I have a list of books with adventures of Nemesis Blackslayer in more than simply Dungeons and Dragons sense, but in a story that has a continuation. It does have an end. Yes, there is an end to the Nemesis series, at which point I will have to decide which of these side projects I might take up, if I'm ever gonna take them up. It all depends on where I'm gonna be at the time. But learn, grow, never stop, don't give up, and follow your dreams. Again, another thing you can get from Dracula if you read it well enough. I mean, in another things, amongst many things, he did exactly that. He learned about the world. He perhaps didn't fit in it at first, but he found a way to fit in it. He desired something. He went for it. Nearly got it, but that's besides the point. He never stopped trying. That's another thing you can get from Dracula, which perhaps at the first reading, you're just gonna say, well, this is a vampire book. No, it's not. This is not just a vampire book. This is a lesson you can learn, and each book is a lesson. So don't stop reading. Join my book club. It's completely free. There's a Go Get Funding campaign. I'm thinking a few other ways to get closer to my audience, and I am looking forward to seeing you all here very soon. And thank you for watching, and I will see you here soon. Andrea out.